Let's now take a look at the QAFL matches to be played in the Escort Cup tomorrow. Round 9 of QAFL competition. Windsor-Zillmere meets Sherwood. Southport play Cooperoo. Bruce is going there. Maine plays Sandgate in what could be a very interesting game. Morningside and Wilston Grange will be an interesting one too.
Morningside, yeah.
There might be an omen there. They could die in the game. And Western Districts meet Chedron in what's a pretty important match too. That will decide 5th spot on the ladder. So not a bad round of matches, Bruce.
There'll be some good games there, Ken. Any one of them would be interesting.
All right, let's now take a look at some of the highlights of the third quarter, and you'll pardon us if you don't see a great deal of highlights from Carlton, because there weren't a great deal of highlights as far as Carlton were concerned in that third term. It once again was all the action going Hawthorn's way. They've opened up a lead of 67 points and they've really pummeled it. Those 2 goals by Knights in the opening moments of the term really must have rocked the Blues, Bruce.
Yes, he got them so early. They got the ball away from the centre bounce immediately, and Knights with a goal straight away, and of course that really would have caved Carlton's confidence in completely. But the line that I'm very impressed with is this half-back line of Hawthorn's, Morris in particular and Lester Smith. They've been the springboard of every one of Hawthorn's attacks, and they've certainly made it easy for the likes of Knights and Buckenara to get among the goals. A great effort by and Mew's done a wonderful job on McClure. And they certainly have given them drive.
It's been great football to watch too, providing, of course, you're not a Carlton fan. There's been some very skillful use of the ball during the course of the day.
Yeah,
kicking, marking, handball has all been good.
Hawthorn's system, when they've gone forward since quarter time, has been excellent. They really have gone about their work in the right way. They've had good leads. They've been very, very positive in the way they've kicked the ball into their forward line, and it certainly made the difference.
Well, what can Parkin do? I mean, he's played every player in every position on the ground. He's made 4,444 changes. I've picked that up from you because I'm not prone to exaggerate either. But, you know, there's not much left he can do, is there?
No, I think that he's probably just got to keep shuffling them around until he finds the right formula, Ken. But really, his advice would have to be to try and run the ball, keep the ball moving, try and build their handball up a little bit, and keep having a go. As long as they're prepared to get in and keep the ball working, they've still got a chance, I suppose.
All right, fine. Let's take a look at the scores from other grounds now at three-quarter time, and Richmond have sneaked away from Geelong again. Obviously, the wind affecting the game out there. What else could it be? And they've gotten away now, 9-8-62 to 7-5-47. Melbourne and the Swans playing a good one. Melbourne 11-11-77, the Swans 12-5-77. Fitzroy 13-13-91 to North Melbourne 14-7-91. And St Kilda and Essendon about the only one, other than the game that we're watching, that's anywhere near an easy win.
Gee, I'm glad I tipped the draw between Melbourne Swans and Fitzroy North Melbourne. I went for a draw in both those games.
Very good the way you picked that.
Yeah, I thought it was clever.
What are you picking as the winning margin in the game we've got?
About 81 points.
Well, it was 1 point at quarter time, 31 points at half time, 67 points at three-quarter time. The story is, of course, will it keep going that way or will it not? Carlton have lost Rod Ashman, their diminutive rover, who's been such a good player for them over recent weeks. He's got a knee very heavily packed in ice at the moment, and I can assure you that's not to cool him down in Melbourne at this time of the year. So he's got a few problems, and he'll be missed. So they'll be looking forward to getting him back on the track as soon as possible, because they need all the help they can get, Bruce. Yeah,
they certainly do. Ken, Alex Marcoux came onto the ground to replace Ashman, but he really hasn't been able to get into the action at all.
Well, there's the quarter-by-quarter scores. 2-5-17 to 2-6-18 at quarter time, 5-9-39, 10-10-70 half time, 7-12-54 to 18-13, 1-21 at three-quarter time. And the big question is now whether or not Hawthorn will go on with the job and bury Carlton, or will they pull back and let Carlton?
Well, I think they'll go on with it, Ken. I really do. Well, I know that there is a great deal of animosity between those two clubs since they shared Princes Park, and I'm sure that Hawthorn will be flat out to really bury them.
Back to Melbourne.